Edinburgh Fringe 2023, where to stay during the festival. Hello again, it's Matt Hale, comedy hypnotist here. I will be bringing my 80s themed hypnosis show, Top Fun 80s Hypnosis Spectacular, to this year's festival. I just can't wait. But I'm just jumping on with some tips and bits and pieces, recommendations, insider bits and pieces, just lots of different bits to do at the Edinburgh Fringe. And today, I'm going to show you a few areas where to stay around the festival. And actually, this is interesting because there's going to be a couple of obvious areas. There's going to be a couple of not so obvious areas. And then also, in a moment, I'll show you not just a very different area, but a very different style of accommodation as well. So anyway, let's get into it. I've got my Google Maps all ready to roll, and I will flick over here. Obviously, actually, let me just move over. I'll move over a little bit here so we can kind of get out the way, or maybe I'll make myself a little bit smaller. Obviously, Old Town and New Town are going to be the most obvious areas to stay. If for any reason you've not been to Edinburgh before, look, most fringy things generally happen kind of around in this heart of things. Like, there's so many venues. There are venues spread all over the place as well, but yeah, bulk of the stuff you're going to find in and around Old Town and New Town. Now, of course, Old Town, you can flip down here on Google, you can see this here already, but you've also got all the other beautiful things about Edinburgh. Of course, the castle, the Royal Mile, all around the Old Town area, all the bits and pieces you can see there. And of course, everything's such an easy walk as well. If you want to do the walk up to Arthur's Seat, underneath my head there somewhere is Arthur's Seat down here. That's such a, oh my goodness. It's such a beautiful walk to kind of come in. Where am I? Sorry, my mouse is not working properly. There we go. Do that nice little hike up to the top there. Hike, it's just an easy walk. But yeah, so that's going to be the obvious areas. That encompasses both. If you can kind of see, Google puts a little kind of marker around the Old Town area there. Let's just quickly move over to the New Town being kind of singled out there. But like I said, that this whole area is, the real just walk to everything. It's all so easy to get around. It doesn't matter if you book a few shows in a row, you're going to be able to wander between them. And again, this will also show you down the side here in the New Town. Obviously, you've got the National Gallery and other bits and pieces of interest. Anyway, let's kind of just move it out a little bit, though. We're going to move out just got a slightly different couple of areas. And the first one is, if I can get into it, where are we? First one is here, Stockbridge. May never have thought about Stockbridge before, but Stockbridge is a kind of a vibrant little neighbourhood, but it's still not that far away. It's still just a short walk away from the city centre. It's got some nice little cafes, bits and pieces, picturesque streets, beautiful gardens, and still just really pretty close to the main area. Like you can see Stockbridge is just around here. It's got the little thing from Google showing us where it is. And look, just going to wander a few minutes to the New Town, wander a few minutes more to the Edinburgh, to the Old Town there as well. So very nice and easy. Obviously, the further you get out, you will find all your Airbnbs and bits and pieces tend to start to dissipate in price. We all know how incredibly expensive it is during the festival. But look, let's take you out even a bit further, right? And let's just picked a suburb here as well. Morningside. Morningside is a really nice kind of little area, a bit of a hidden gem, really. Just a little further from the city centre, not too far though. Kind of a little bit leafy, fairly quiet. Again, plenty of options, Airbnb, guest houses, things like that. And a lot of nice parks nearby. Again, if you just have a look here, I'll flick the map around a bit so you can kind of see where we are. But, oops, sorry. Let me just bring the map closer a bit here. So here we go here, Morningside here. You can see by our little scale down here, you're still not realistically, it's kind of like a good stroll. It's a good walk. In fact, I'll tell you what, let's do directions from Morningside let's go to the car. Let's do the Royal Mile, right? Let's do the Royal Mile. Royal Mile. Okay. And we will do it by walking, and there you go. It's a walk, 40 minutes, so it's either a short drive or just a quick taxi in, bus ride in. So obviously you're going to be paying a bit cheaper to stay out in Morningside, but it is definitely another option. There's quite a few options around the city like that. But again, like realistically, you're just still so close to the city there. It's worth a look. Now, I did say I was going to show you something, not only just different area, but a completely different style of accommodation you may not have thought of. And here it is right here, because have you ever thought of staying in a bus? Yes. You're going to find a few camper vans springing up on Airbnb when you search for Edinburgh, but there's actually one listing here, or one super host who've actually got 3 buses listed in Edinburgh or around Edinburgh. They're actually not too far out of the city either. So I think they said they're about how far out are they? When I've clicked in, it's a drive out, but like if you're going to stay somewhere different and then drive in for the rest of the day, or just taxi in, it's a really great option. I mean, look at this. Who'd ever thought of staying in a bus? This is fantastic. So there are so many weird and wonderful options around. So don't look just at all the obvious ones. We know it's going to be expensive during the festival as usual, but just jump on an Airbnb or just have a look further out the city and just look at how long it's going to take you to get into the centre. Because realistically, if you're only going to do that in and out once a day, it could be well worth the money to stay out a bit further and have more money to spend on your tickets. So anyway, that is me with a few little ideas of where to stay during the Edinburgh Fringe Festival 2023. If you've got any other ideas, if you disagree with any of my ideas as well, please let me know in the comment, and all the usual things. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. There will be a thing that comes up here in just a moment to hit. And also there might be a little bell icon. If you hit that as well, that will let you know when I drop a new video as well. And in fact, we'll be dropping another video tomorrow, and that will be on Edinburgh Fringe tickets, where to get them and how much are they. I'll speak to you then.